We only talk when somebody dies. We only come together when it's time to bury. And then we always say the same thing. Let's start doing this. Okay, the question is when you gonna stop? Because what I learned to realize that some people won't stop because they don't mean it. It's just a nice thing to say.
No filter, no fear, we say it all. Real talk, real faith, hit a call. This is the Uncut Conversation Podcast. Real talk, real faith, real talk.
Hey, have you ever lost somebody in your family that was like the glue in your family, and when they passed, it seemed like your whole family just fell apart, whether it was over finance, emotional, or just fighting over what they think belongs to them? It's that you tune into the right podcast. This is the Uncut Conversation. I'm your host, Pastor J.
And I'm Pastor Sadia.
Hey, look, we're going to jump right into this. This something, I don't really think I ever heard someone talk about this on podcast, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Before we go there, I need y'all to stop what y'all doing and go follow up on Instagram and TikTok. Follow up on there. Also, subscribe and like this video and comment. And thank you to everybody that been watching us for the last couple of weeks. Thank you for your feedback. It means so much to us. But we're going to get right into it. Today's title is be called That Broke My Family Apart. That broke my family apart. And it's a question that we all have. And I'm going to go out on the limb and say everybody deal with this. Yeah. No matter how old you are, no matter your race, no matter how you were brought up, what the situation is. The thing that breaks, we just going to jump right in. The thing that breaks your family up is finance. Whether they got life insurance or they don't, the person that don't have life insurance, I'm going to tell you right now, that the number one thing that will show people who they really are. And so, I just went through that recently, burying my brother. It's funny that I had one person out my whole family that offered to hope. And they offered to hope, but still didn't come through. It might be funny how certain people always have something to say or more opinionated about how you should do it when they not paying their money up. And so we get to a point where people get act stupid. Can I say stupid? Act stupid when we lose something. And it always be the person that never done anything for the person in their life. You never call her. You never call him. You never came to visit. Now you want to show up when it's said to done out a guilt
Yeah.
and say stuff that should have been said when the person was still living. And so this is a big issue because that breaks up family. And to be honest, sometimes they never find their way back. Because the person that died was Big Mama. The person that died was Papa, or whoever you want to call. I know my grandfather, he was one that brought the family together for the family reunion. And the sad thing about, I remember our family reunion, it's so big, we rented out a whole hotel. I remember when I was young, my mom told me, now, this when I became in my teens, right? And I filmed myself, so my mom told me, I asked her, can I go to the pool? She said, yeah. Don't be trying to talk to nobody in the pool because everybody your cousin. Everybody, yeah, we rented the whole hotel. That how big. And that was back in 2010. Now it's 2025. And we can't even come together for the holiday.
Wow.
Can't call each other. We only talk when somebody dies. We only come together when it's time to bury. And then we always say the same thing. Let's start doing this. Okay, the question is when you gonna stop? Because what I learned to realize that some people won't stop because they don't mean it. It's just a nice thing to say. I really don't like you. I only like you because Big Mama.
Yeah, a lot of people. And also, guilt, like you said, guilt do cause people to come together during the time of grief. But greed also cause people to come together as well. Because, you know, when that one, like you said, the one glue of the family passed away, and now they left a will because that person probably supposedly was wealthy.
You probably came up with wealthy, but I don't think nobody in my family had a will. They don't even know how to feel a will.
You know, not spell a will, Lord have mercy. But you know, it has a lot to do because I watch. For instance, I grew up in my grandmother's house is old.
Yeah.
It's so old that she grew up in it when she was little, and they never renovated it. But that was her parents and her parents' siblings' house, and they never had a will for it. So now my grandmother's siblings, they're still fighting over that one piece of property.
My God.
You know, even though
she been dead.
they've been dead years now. My grandmother's parents been dead for years now. But
like
you can
more
see
than 10 years?
More than 10 years, yes.
And they still fighting.
They still fighting over it. That old piece
at
of land.
At that time, you
they
can go buy
fight.
your own house.
Exactly. And that's what I don't understand. How is it that the person is not even down in the grave as yet, but you're coming with the intentions of looking to see what you can get instead of actually grieving the person that took the care and the time out when they were alive to talk to you, to speak into you, to make sure that you're molded into the great person that you stand to be today. Instead of actually grieving that person, you're coming to see what you're getting from them. And it's sad. It is so sad that people are so money driven these days that they can't see past finances that is in front of their face.
You know, to be honest, well, I guess I got big myself out there. So in last episode, I said that I buried 25 people. Most of it was family. Most of it was cousin, aunts, grandfather, great grandma, my mom. I say you know what's so crazy? Now I don't know if this show gonna be sad or funny, so it might be both. Cause we talking about my family, and so I never went to a funeral where I didn't laugh, because you got those same people. Now I can't call no name because they still living, but those same people, they probably do what I don't care. The same people. That because it will, we all got. I don't think y'all got it like I got, but we got those people that just overdo stuff.
Yeah.
At the funeral.
Yeah.
You know, fall out in the casket.
Oh my God.
And do. Hey, look, I remember. I thought I don't know what it's gonna be funny or sad. Look, I remember one of my cousin, her father died. She came in, and I thought that was just a normal reaction. She came in, and this the funeral I was preaching. She came in, fell all over the casket before they closed casket, and my mom got her together, got her calmed down. I got up there preaching like, oh, it's gonna be good. We got like 7 people saved that day, and then we go to leave out. They take him body out, and so her cousin decided, as they bring the casket in the hearse, she decided to scream, and they trying to close the door. She fighting them from closing the door, and she said, what she say? She said, no, God, take me. And my mom said, you want to go so bad, and shove her in the hearse. And what's so funny, the door actually shut. And so she was panicking. My mom said, you want it so bad? But the thing is, why do people do the most? Guilt.
Guilt eats you up so bad inside that you do the craziest thing ever.
But we say guilt in Greek, but I think it's just guilt. It's like, you were doing what you want to do while they were living. You taking advantage of them while they were. How you take advantage of somebody and they did? Like, that's another way. Like, if I didn't spend time with you before you died, if I didn't call you, if I didn't see how you were doing before, then I'm taking advantage of you after you died. I'm getting like I always been there. like, my family don't know when my nana died, she told me everybody's secret. Heaven always did, so I can pretty much say the secret, like.
No, don't do that. No, don't do
because
that.
So look, I just want to bring a light to it because this what we deal with, and this first part is it depends on, you know what else it depends on how the person dies.
Yeah.
Because you can get in a mode of blaming.
Yeah.
Of blaming. You fighting over who to blame. Like, okay, when mom died, and if she died in a fair old age, right? You know, when you get up there, you need care, and more likely, it's the middle child that take it. It's the middle child, in most cases, that take care of that take care the mom or dad that was sick. In some cases, it can change, but regardless of it, my point is this, that we fight over who wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so the person that who wasn't there, they got their own opinion.
Yeah.
Why you doing it? Why you doing? I bit my lip so many times because I sat there and watched it over and over. The family just break. How you break when it already broke?
That's true.
Your family broke already, and you gonna break it again because guilt, because greed, because different things, or you rather blame the person because you know you didn't do your part. And so sometimes we get in that mode that right there will destroy any family. And so before we go deeper, I'm going to open the floor for a comment, question. We're going to start with you.
Good evening. So it was a couple of things that you all said. Just the last thing that you said, and you all keep on saying that it's guilt. Mostly, yes, it probably is guilt. But I feel as though that when a person dies and family members are fighting over, the things and the affairs of that particular person, is because unresolved problems that has happened between the individual. And so now they're projecting that onto the other people. So it is a form of guilt, but I think that it's unresolved trauma. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why they probably are fighting over it, or, you know what I'm saying, the what ifs that is in the back of their mind, but now in the forefront of their mind because the person is gone. What if I would have did things differently? What if, you know what I'm saying? So I think, and we laugh about the will, but I think in the Black community, we are not taught to have a will.
Yeah.
And I think that's the major issue when it comes to funerals. We're not taught to have life insurance policies. So that's the issue, and that's on top of the other issues that you're having with family drama. The financial issues are brought on because it's generational curses that is not instilled in us to make sure that we are covered when it comes to that part when laying somebody to rest.
I mean, it either way it goes, you still you still eventually run into problems. With a will, without a will, with insurance, without insurance, you're still gonna have that one person that's gonna cause havoc because they're looking for stuff that have to be done this way. They're looking to get something. They're grieving because of guilt. They're grieving not because of guilt, just because of their own selfish needs. So and I totally understand when you say get insurance because it makes it easier. It makes it a whole lot easier. But what after the fact and after everything is said and done, we still come back to the how how you're not able to keep the family together. Why is it that this person, everything that this person that left instilled into everybody, why can it not continue to work?
You know what?
Why isn't it not durable or
You know what? It just hit. God just said, and there's something people don't. When your family is built on lies,
yeah,
when built on secret,
yeah,
just like I told you, my nana knew about Pop, but I didn't. And so we can build a secret so much that we die with. We die with the lies.
yeah,
And so whole time, mama is the glue. Let's go back to the glue. What is the glue? The thing that hold it together. Regardless of the issue. Regardless of the problem. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, but I'm not going to I'm going to tell you what I need you to hear, but I'm not going to tell you the real truth. And so we grew up thinking auntie liked me, and she didn't.
Really, she didn't.
She just tolerated because mama told her something.
Yeah.
You feel me? Mom, okay, let me be honest. I'm born with disability. I can tell when somebody look at my disability. You think I can tell when my own family do? But my mama used to tell me, nah, they like you. It's not that. And the whole time, I'm struggling because you say it's not that, but the actions say nothing that.
Dang, yeah.
And so what happened, when mom died, she wasn't there to glue it together.
Yeah.
So the truth came out.
Out.
So they
True
can
actions.
call this person, but never call me.
True action.
Okay. I really found out who knew my birthday. I really found out that it was mama that told my auntie to call me to say happy birthday. Or told my cousin, or, hey, it just, the point is the secret that we built our family tradition around. And we have tradition, a secret.
Yeah.
And secret, the truth will always come out.
It does.
And so this is why I tell it's different. And I want to jump real quick and come to you. I got to say it. I agree with you, but wholeheartedly, I don't think it's just a black community. It's not. It's not just black community. You got it the have and have not. That's how we got categorized.
Yeah.
that have and had not. Because to be truthful, all my family were raised to get insurance. They still didn't get it.
Yeah.
They were taught. They still didn't get it.
Yeah.
It's their responsibility.
Yeah.
It what the person value.
Yeah.
And some people think in their mind, I'm never gonna die.
That's true.
It's never gonna happen. I always got tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
then too,
tomorrow not promised.
to nobody. And then too, it's also cultural things too.
Okay.
When I say cultural things, if you live in a country that doesn't promote insurance, like mine do, back home in my country, we don't have health insurance. We don't have
Interesting.
we don't have life insurance back home. So when somebody pass away, if your family don't have the money, you have to try to raise the money between friends and family to bury your loved one. You have to.
That's
And
why y'all be living on.
back home back home you have to. Families have to come together. It's either you give or you don't give. Did you just laugh and say that's why y'all live that long?
Good. I need you a little longer so I don't got wasted money. No.
But that doesn't mean that you don't have to. You ain't gonna have to raise the money, because when I get older, when you get older back home, there you still have to come up with the money to do it. And you know when I didn't know, when I was little, I didn't know nothing pertaining to how they come up with money. All I knew was when my cousin passed away, I was 14, and my uncle came through the door and he said, you know, we need to get such and such amount to get everything together. And everybody within our families had to put their heads together and figure out who has what and come together and make it happen.
That dude, I'm just real interested right now. I just want to see.
Go ahead.
I just want to see different. How much would you say to cost to bury someone in your country?
Ooh, I wouldn't even know how much to tell you.
That's a good research.
Probably a good burial. You probably looking at $600,000 maybe.
No, do America. You get lost somebody on YouTube.
I wouldn't even know, because it's been
like,
a while.
Oh, wait, I know. So 600,000.
I wouldn't even know if
Wait,
that figure is right.
Wait, 600,000. That like 600.
No, I mean it has to be. It's gonna be more than that, because their currency is very high.
Okay. So I know I ain't no 10,000 though. You ain't. It what? I wish.
Oh, you looked it up.
I wish to
Yeah.
make you see a difference.
And that is probably
So
that is probably the minimum if you want just the basic.
so
Because I'm pretty sure it costs more than that if you're going over the top. Because you know back home,
and that bowl too.
that's why I said that probably is the minimum, because you know they move the body from place to place. They take it home. Yes. They take it home to where the person used to live, the body home. They have a viewing at the house. They would have another viewing at the church, wherever it is for the service.
So
then they would take it to the burial ground, or if they need to take it anywhere else for a separate viewing, they would do that.
So they get a
Basically,
tour.
yes.
They get
Yes.
a tour.
So you know, because when I was little, I had a teacher that passed away, and she went from her house to the school, to the church, and then to the burial ground. So they take them, and it costs for the funeral home to provide the service. So it depends on what you actually want. You're gonna pay more money for.
Okay, get bury me. get bury me. Get bury me.
Yeah, because when my cousin died, they brought him home to our house. Not in the living. Well, it depends on what you prefer. They will have the body in the living room, but my cousin was outside under a tent in the yard at home.
Outside?
Yes, outside. I don't know. They freeze them good enough. It keeps.
Okay. So, any question? Nikki.
This is good. So I want to piggyback on the families, falling out and things like that. So I experienced it firsthand when my grandfather passed away. He wasn't the best glue, but he managed to get all his kids and grandkids together. Sometimes he was a bit messy too. So, my grandfather has 3 kids, 3 older kids, which includes my mom, my aunt, and my uncle from his first wife, my grandmother. Then he has a second set of kids, which is in Detroit by his second wife. Okay. Okay, listen. So this is when it gets tricky. This is another side of it. You got siblings battling siblings from different moms.
Yeah.
So you had different versions of your father. And you also had a messy father at times who played y'all against each other.
Yeah.
So imagine when he died. We're not talking about finances. Now we're talking about childhood trauma. This is coming up. Who's better now than they were then?
Yeah.
What I did for him that you didn't do while he was living. Who he put in place to be over his estate that was not disclosed to the rest of the siblings before death. That's another mistake we make. I believe that would trump a lot of the drama that comes before a funeral. When I say we was at my grandfather's house in Pensacola, Florida, I'll never forget it once all the siblings made it down. And I had to talk my mother down. I said, Mom, this one I want you to stay out of, please. And she did. But somehow it all managed to it was bad. I mean, like they were about to physically fight each other. We talking about 50-plus-year-olds, 40-plus-year-olds.
I seen it.
They're throwing dishes at each other like it was bad because they couldn't decide amongst each other where to bury my grandfather.
Wow.
It wasn't even the money because he didn't leave him much. Let's be clear. He didn't leave him much at the end of the day. It was where they wanted him to be buried. They went back and forth it was bad. The kids in Detroit, he gonna be buried in Detroit, but he was living in Pensacola before he left, and he was always said that that's where he wanted to be buried. But guess what? The younger siblings won. It was more, it was how can I say it? They voted over the 3 from Pensacola. So he was buried in Detroit. So he had to have 2 funerals, one in Pensacola, and then he had one in Florida. So now you got them battling against, this funeral was better than that funeral. This arrangement was better than that arrangement. So now it's stuff piled on top. So ever since that day, these siblings have not got it together. And it's so heartbreaking as cousins, their children, to see them go through. Like, I don't know if my cousins then was really affected, but I'm still affected by it. Yeah. Still affected by it because family is very important to some people. Yeah. Coming together, whether it's dysfunctional or not, this is still my family and I still love you. But we're so divided. It's like the sisters go on trips, they exclude my mom. She feels that. It's bad. How do we get from that? What I learned in that, and this is where we have to pay attention, because I know Sister Dominique said that we don't have a will. We're not taught these things, but you can look and learn as well.
Yeah.
This is what I don't want my children to go through. This is what I don't want to go through with my siblings. So guess what, Mom? We got to sit down and have a conversation. Who are you going to put in order? How do you want this done? I had a conversation with Gorgeous two weeks ago about it. Just sitting in the living room talking about it. Arrangements. So it's something that we do need to talk about more and put it out there. Don't be ashamed. If this what you want to put on paper, put it on paper and put it in front of your children so that when the day comes, it's no surprise.
So, I want to say something. We've been there. Let me say it. I say a statement that will be so true forever. Nothing prepare you for death. I had someone in my family that had all that. They still fight.
Yeah.
That knew it. They told her right. They still fight. I had some.
So
I can't say that. Good person.
I feel like, and it's not a feeling. It just came to me as you guys are talking. It's a spirit of separation that comes between family.
Man, you about go there. I want to try and go there yet.
That I'm gonna go there because people need
Man,
to
we about go
identify
there.
it, and people need to understand what what you're actually seeing. It's a spirit of separation because how is it that you can't take accountability for your actions that you did? Okay, I did something wrong to you when Pops was alive or when Ma was alive. I totally apologize and I'm sorry. Let's just come together and let's grieve the right way. But instead of us actually doing that, and it's so easy to actually do that so that you can grieve the healthy way. But people, it just happens. It just happens and it hits just after this person passed. And that spirit just take over and it starts to roam. And then you can't see what's going on in front of you. That your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle actually need you in this moment. But y'all need each other in this moment. Mentally and physically, y'all need each other in this moment. And people don't see that. And it's hard for, there's nobody within the group that can actually break it. Because everybody is controlled by it.
So, I mean, since you went there, I'm going to go there. I tried to tackle the natural side, but it's a spiritual side. It generation curse.
Yeah.
Let go deep. It a doorway. Cause think about it. Don't let that person that died be the only one that put you.
Yeah.
That been the only one that been trying to keep you while you were doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
And they the only one that communicate with God.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that this person died and I got this person to go, the devil can inhabit in your family. Let remember, the devil is out for family.
Yeah.
It to divide.
Mm-hmm.
So I will get the person that pray for you, that speak into your life.
Yeah.
And break it away. So it can become warfare.
Yeah.
It can become a generation curse. That no matter if you got the will together, it's a division.
Yeah.
Listen, when that comes, it's not coming for one person.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming
Coming
for
for
a
more
whole
than one.
generation.
It is.
So that's why every time someone dies, it feels like you losing another piece.
Mm-hmm.
You losing another thing that you want had.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so it we only see it natural, we gonna always lose.
Yeah.
So what my cousin had called me, and her daughter had seizure. They asked for my mom died. My mom was the person that prayed, that everybody called prayed for. And so when you feel like the only person that get result in your life is gone, it make you feel like everybody around you is gone.
Yeah.
Like you're abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling.
Yeah. Ooh.
Cause you gotta understand, they might have forgot what they did to you, and you still hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, I ain't gonna call you, cause that voice in my head tell me, you did this, and mama not here to save you now. No, it's different
It's the
things.
truth. It's
But
the truth.
to be honest, why do family break up? Attack.
Yeah.
We gotta go there.
Yeah.
And nobody praying,
To cover you.
man, you gonna break up faster than ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie, say I'm the one that was praying for my family. I wasn't. My mama was. My grandma was. So you could see when grandma died how my mom was holding everybody together. And then it like when mom died, like we always came together for equipment, right? And we would get together and exchange gifts, and everybody meet up at my house. And you know, I told y'all last time that you will see that it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It wasn't that we were divided, we were dying. So it ain't always the divide, it grief.
Grief.
I think grief went down the line of my family.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Nana died, it was a chain reaction.
Yeah.
It just started going down, because we were coming together, but we weren't there for each other like we was. One try to understand. Well, we you do that? Yeah, I don't want to do that right now because not so much the prayer. I you do it when none of us here. It's not saying. And some people just don't understand that. And so the grief, that thing, I'm sorry to go back to grief, but that grief, that thing will kill you slowly. It will kill your, I think grief is the most dangerous thing
It is.
out there that cause you to do stupid stuff, say stupid things, because you got some people that say stuff and don't mean it. They just say it 'cause they hurt.
Yeah.
And because I said at the wrong time, the enemy amplified.
Yeah.
So now you said that, I ain't gonna talk to you. I had a hard time talking to some people. That honest truth. It ain't because they did something. I'm just hurt. You gotta be careful with that. Because you can allow yourself to hurt so much that you begin to harm yourself
Yeah.
and harm the people around you.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Okay, so I don't know if you all answered this, so I apologize if you've already answered it last week or at the beginning of tonight. But something that Sister Nakia said, and also Pastor said, that you can't prepare for death. But I want to believe that even though that you can't prepare for, you're not going to be able to truly prepare for death. Let me just say that. I want to believe that you can get close to preparing for death, right? So my question is for something that Sister Nakia said with the conversation she had with her daughter. Looking at you, Pastor, I have been thinking about that as of late to make sure that, my parents get their affairs in order, and so we won't have the problem that other families have experienced, or even, my family have experienced it. But my question is how do you go about having that conversation with new blended family? A newer blended family. So how do you go about having that conversation? Because I've had the conversation with my father, but I think the conversation needs to be had with both parties, because I've seen it with my stepmom and how it happened when, the funeral came about. It was no say-so because of the marriage. And I want someone to have that much authority over what happens with my parent when they just got
Well, they go to the Bible. They go to the Bible. Because the Bible say that the wife comes first.
Yeah. So which means
so when whether it's natural or biblical, one the kids don't have nothing to say.
Yeah.
That deal with much.
Yeah.
Now, if they in God's eyes, they don't have nothing to say at all. Now, if they decide, because it has been like that all the time, just like in natural, if something happens, the hospital ain't calling you. They calling the wife.
The wife, the next of kin.
Because what we want to decide, but guess what? His debt go to her.
Unless he has a will that says otherwise. Unless he has a legal document that says otherwise, then it goes to whichever child he wants it to go to. But if it does not, then everything goes to his wife, the spouse.
And that legally natural and biblical.
Yeah.
Because it a passion that say.
But also, what he needs to do, or she needs to do, is to sit down and have a conversation. Make it plain, whether you have a blended family or not. you make it plain. This is exactly what you want. And if you feel as though that these instructions is not going to be carried out as you need it per se, then you need to get pen and paper and put it down on a legal document.
What did we got to be real careful with it.
Mm-hmm.
If I had conversation with somebody that don't want the conversation,
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
and because they don't want it, let me say it. It's the fear
Mm-hmm.
that I talk about. I'm close to
To
that.
it.
Correct.
That also mind me because we kept telling my mom, hey, what about, and she like, I want to talk about it. This was the year that she put, the year she got sick. Me and my brother kept saying, what is it, and she sat down and told her something part.
Yeah.
The other part is what we started fighting over.
Yeah.
Um,
Go ahead.
but it's the fear
Yeah.
of having that conversation.
Conversation. And sometimes it don't be the parent, sometimes it be the child. Because I know with me, soon after Mom had passed, for some reason my dad, it just came over him and he just wanted to talk about it. And I remember when he started talking about it, I started to cry because I didn't want to have that conversation with him. Because just the thought of him going and having to do all of this, it felt so real. Even though in my mind, it's not happening right now, but it's a precaution that we do need to take because I do need to know all of these things. I need all of his information instead of trying to find all of these information. But just listen to him talk about it and being okay with it. It did something to me, and I said to him, I was like, I'm not ready to talk about this yet. I don't feel like this is the time for me to talk about this, even though it needs to. There's no right time to talk about it. It needs to be talked about before, But like you said, it has a lot to do with your mindset.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
He got a mic.
I just okay. It's quick. Okay. So
Many.
okay. So it's real quick. So and again, I know you ain't talking. It's real quick. Okay. So I know the biblical terms as far as the wife comes before the children. But the next question that I do have is because it is new and they don't change their documentation. And the children are the oldest child, which I know this. I'm the beneficiary. How does that work when they're not added yet?
That's why I said that's a legal document.
Oh, that probate.
That's exactly. That's a legal document.
That's
anyway.
gonna go in court. That's
Yes.
gonna be a fight, and that needs to be cleared up.
Yeah.
Because legally, it will be his wife, but beneficial, it is daughter. But some insurance will clear it up. And the wife will get most of it. Some. I don't know what policy that they might have. But if you talking about that point, yeah, that do need to be discussed because legally that can get caught up in probate. And yeah. Yeah. Or it don't matter.
I taught
It don't matter if your name on it, her name on.
I taught that
Listen,
it only goes to probate if your
no,
name is
no,
not
no,
on
no,
it.
no. You still got to be probate because the person is still, even if you got will, right?
Mhm.
It's still the head what do you call it? The
Head of household.
no
What?
the
Head of state.
yeah his
Head of estate.
how you call it? Come on. You just said earlier. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. I don't know why it won't come, but even if they got a will, that
Power of attorney.
not even power of attorney, if they head of the estate.
Yes, head of an estate.
Estate.
But if they
Because
do,
what they okay, he write will, money gone to you, right?
mhm.
Insurance come to me or you, he got that, right?
That is
So now he got that, right?
they coming
Now
after who
it's
got the
probate
money.
because he got that.
Yeah.
And so regardless if he say the thing, then I gotta be careful. If you do got a will and he said that money got to you, get what? The debt
That come to you.
because they gonna go out for you for to pay their debt. So
Yeah.
it still will be in probate.
Yeah.
The will make it the process more easier and more faster, but you will always be in probate.
Because what I think happens is if you're the beneficiary and you, even though you have a will and your name is on there, the spouse can still fight you for it. They can still take you to court
they
for
try
it.
all the
And
time.
that's where probate comes in.
You can't avoid probate. Probate will always
Unless
come.
they
And
say that they
unless
don't want to fight you.
If he don't have no property, he don't have no debt, and he don't own something, then it won't go to probate. That'd be fast. But
Yeah.
he owns something. It his estate.
Yeah.
And so, and like I said, he got any type debt, credit card, anything. They want to make sure that get paid first. And then what left over, you get.
Mhm.
So still gonna go through probate.
Yeah.
Even if you own the insurance, they get nowhere to come. That's why if you ever get insurance, don't let the person get insurance on them and make you a beneficiary. You get insurance on them and make yourself a beneficiary. Because
It's the
when you
difference.
do that you can claim insurance on them. And that collector probate can't do nothing with that money.
So he basically said, if your dad or your mom has insurance out, you get insurance out on them instead of them getting insurance on themselves. So that if anything should happen, they can't come after the insurance money that you have because you took the insurance out on them. but they can come after the insurance money that they have on themselves.
Oh, instead of your father having an insurance policy left for his kids
Can
should
out
take out an insurance policy on
on
him
them.
to
Mhm.
avoid what you're talking,
Talking
about.
about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it avoid a probate. It what they can come after that month.
Mm-hmm.
His wife can't hear because you bought it for him
Mm-hmm.
and you set yourself a benefit.
For sure.
So you can take an insurance policy on your father.
With his approval.
What if, of course, not be what if, Boo needs Social Security now. Yeah, and so that better way to stay out. That's the only way to stay out. Probate.
Yeah.
They won't come after you. They can't.
So I have a question. So you have all these social media influencers, financial. I've heard things as like if you put your assets in a trust, that it helps you avoid probate.
Yeah,
So that is another
that
avenue.
another avenue.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that far.
Yeah, so that is one, because I've been looking it up.
And then when you do that, they cannot tax anything. So property tax or nothing like that, it has to be in a trust. But it's certain kind of trust. Because there's different type of trust fund out there. But it's a certain type, and I'm not going to release that on podcast.
Amen.
Amen.
You got to pay for that information.
I had one other thing. Sister Dominique brought up a very good point about the blended family situation. That is, to me, what would bring strife with that. That is a heart issue. Because if she's new, and say for instance, or he's new, say for instance, your mother, your father falls ill, and they have to care for them through that illness, because the children has a life. The children has children to tend to. Mm-hmm. The children has their own life to tend to as well. And not all children will stop their lives to take care of their parents, in a sense, or not all children will come together to rotate to help take care of the parent as well. So quite naturally, my heart, I can say for myself, if this man is taking care of my mother, or if this woman is taking care of my mother, I have to trust that they are going to make the right decision. But I also have to sit down. We have to sit down and have a blended family moment and talk about these things too. But without all the back and forth, without all, well, this is my father, you just came in, or, well, this is my husband now, and he got me and my kids. It's a heart issue. It's a greed issue. It's a control issue. It's a spirit. Mm-hmm. And so I think that these are the things that we don't talk about. And we have to, but it has to be intentional. So because you're sitting in this podcast, Sister Dominique, you can be the one who brings it up and talk to your family, get your family together and talk about it. This is where intentionality comes in, even with me sitting here with y'all. Now, because I'm just the niece, or I'm just the cousin, if I really want to see my family come together, if I really want to see us try to come together, now I have to put my, my words into action and be intentional. You don't never know who may show up. You don't never know what heart posture that somebody may be in now. They may need this and didn't know how to say it because it was offense there. So we just have to be more intentional about the things that we truly want to see. And that's what I'm getting from this whole podcast. This is good.
Yeah. Is it anything else we coming up on the time? Anything else? You got anything to no
And sometimes, to be honest, you have those blended families that you really can't do nothing. You really can't do nothing but just let it play out how it's gonna play out, because mine surely will have to play out exactly how I'm gonna have to do a whole lot of praying, okay? Because my father's wife is on a different side of the planet, and her children are as well. And me and my brother, we stay in the corner. But when it comes to my dad, I do, and I can say it on here, I don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
You can throw?
I can. I sure can.
I want to see that.
I can trust her as far as I can throw her. So
I believe you, throw her. Yeah. It's a reason why I made you. The day I see you throw, amen.
yes. So in that situation, I've been in very deep prayer, and I would advise that person to do so too, who's in a similar situation as mine, because it's hard to watch your parent be in a marriage or relationship that you really know that the spouses, they don't care, but they act like they care. They're just there for financial purposes or what they can get. It's all built on greed, and you can see it, but there's nothing that you can do about it. Yes, but when you have a parent that is blindly continuing to do stuff that they know that they can walk away from, then it's nothing that you can do at the moment but just pray and ask God to do what he do. Because you jumping in between that's gonna cause a rift between you and that parent. So it's gonna be a whole lot of praying for me. Because if I don't, it's gonna be other things. Amen. And God don't want that. So this topic here tonight, and it can happen. This is a really good topic tonight. It can happen through, separation in immediate family, extended family, marriage. Grief can rip a hole in people. And if you don't have that one person that is stable enough, that got their head on their bodies, know how to pray, know how to intercede, and know how to at least finding another glue to continue to bring the family together, then it's just the devil gonna continue to run rampant.
Yeah. And so, I just want to say this before we go. I pray that this podcast episode touch you, help you. So many people deal with it. So many families break up. I just want, if y'all didn't hear nothing or take away nothing I said, take away this. It is not worth the fight.
That's true.
It is not worth the fight. forgive, move on, and live. Don't give the devil another foothold in your family.
Yeah.
We cannot do nothing about the dead, but we can do something about the living.
Yeah.
And so, if you say that you got God, show God.
Yeah.
If you say that you got love, show
Show
love.
love. Yeah.
You be the peace in the chaos.
Mhm.
Maybe it's God raising you up to be the glue.
Glue. Yeah.
That's why it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Because God raising you up to be the glue. Look, do me a favor, follow us on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. Do me a favor, if you haven't subscribe today. This is our 7th episode. We got one more episode for the season. This been a good season. Next week is Christmas, and so we're going to do something nice for Christmas Eve. So if you invite us in your home, we'll be here at 7:30. Get paid Christmas Eve. Look, get with your family. Get them around, y'all can watch the YouTube. But look, thank you for all the feedback. I'm your host, Pastor J.
And I'm Pastor Sadia.
And let's give it up for our live audience. Hey, y'all been watching the Uncut Conversation podcast, and we see you next week. We out.
Be blessed.